This Anzac Day, we can't commemorate our Aussie diggers. So I've got some beautiful Aussie recipes that you guys can make at home. Now, one of the main supplements the diggers had in the trenches was bully beef, which is boiled meat in French. Now, we're going to use some beautiful silverside. It's really easy to do and you can do it at home. First thing I'm going to do is add some aromatics to some water to give it a little bit of flavour while we're cooking our beef. We've got some carrots, onion, some thyme, bay leaf, garlic, clove, some leek and some celery. Just add that to the water. So we've got a beautiful piece of silverside and that's been put into a brine. Basically what we're doing is getting some flavour into that beef by salting it. What you could also do is actually inject it with some pineapple juice and that will give it plenty of flavour. So we're just going to add that into our water. We're going to bring it to the boil and we're going to let it simmer for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Not overcook it, but just right so you can get some beautiful slices off it. While that's cooking, something that will go perfectly with that corned beef is pickled green tomatoes. So we've got our pickling liquor here. Now that's pretty much a mixture of sugar, vinegar and water. Once you've got that base, you can add anything to it. We've got some bay leaf, some garlic, some peppercorns and some cloves. You could put mustard seeds in there, you could put some cinnamon in there, even some chili. So we've got our sliced tomatoes, we're just going to pour that over the top. So we're just going to let that sit for about 2 to 3 hours and then they'll be beautifully pickled green tomatoes. For our toasted corned beef sandwich, we've got our corned beef over there cooking, we've got our green tomatoes pickling. Our last component is a spicy sauce. Now we've got some beautiful whole egg mayonnaise. Just going to add the tomato sauce. We've got some horseradish, eschalot and paprika. The great thing about this spicy mayonnaise sauce is it actually gives it a little bit of kick and a little bit of heat. Mix it around. We're going to add some Worcestershire just to season it, and for that spiciness a little bit of Tabasco. Now we're just going to mix that around. Now we're just going to taste that. Ooh, a little bit of acid, some lemon and a pinch of salt. Right, I've mixed that through. I'm just going to taste it to make sure. Oh wow, that's fantastic. It's got quite a bit of kick to it. Now that's all our components. It's time to actually put our sandwich together and then we're going to toast it by frying it in some butter. It's time to make our sandwich. We've got the beef cooked, our tomatoes pickled, our beautiful spicy sauce. Now I've got a beautiful damper here. Now everyone will be using sourdough, everyone's making sourdough. I thought I'd mix it up and do that great Australian damper. Right, now to put our sandwich together, we're going to grab 2 slices of damper. So we're just going to put some cheese down onto our damper and then our corned beef. And then we've got our pickled tomatoes. Now that pickled tomato is going to give it that beautiful acidity to that fattiness of that beef. A little bit of our spicy sauce, give it a bit of a bite, and some cheese on top of that. So we've got cheese on both sides. And then our damper again. And there we have our beautiful sandwich, which we're going to pan fry on the stove in butter. Lots of butter. And when that just is about to melt, we're going to add our sandwich into that and just let that butter slowly start to brown our beautiful damper. Right, now that's toasted on one side. We're going to be very carefully flip that over. Look at that. Now that's going to go golden brown, and that's my take on bully beef. I tell you what, I reckon if the diggers had this in the trenches, they'd be pretty damn happy.